Alright, just wanted to mention the work I'm doing right now. It's been a while since I've done an update to the blog, let alone a video. Got RF cable, that'll be replaced. Got some wire here from the anchor light, tricolor light up here. Another little screws here and there. Got most of the hardware off. Still have this piece, and I still need to drill out these rivets for that. But for the most part, everything's off. Just got the sheaves out. Yeah, so there's one, here's the other one. So one is, let's see if that'll show up right there. So that one's labeled for the aft section, so that's the back side right over here. And then this one I just labeled 4, so foresail for the furler. Then just got this thing out, whatever this is for. It was mounted here in the front, but nothing was attached to it. So, but one thing I've noticed is a lot of hardware. It looks like it has this electrical tape on it, I guess to keep it away from the paint, which you can see the paint's kind of gone, or lifting and bubbling and who knows what. So here, this is where the upper shroud goes. A little tang bearing plate, and then the tang on the lower side of that. Then these 2 screws or bolts right here, these were for just a simple L bracket that held the VHF antenna. So that just came up around here. As of right now, I'll probably just keep the same setup, but who knows, maybe I'll come up with something else. No idea what this one was for, it's just corroded strap. There was another one, where was that one? This one right here, same thing. Looked like a strap was there, but or something, but who knows. So I still have the running rigging tied up. Some stuff zip tied. Just pulled off the light that goes here at the spreader. There's the spreaders. Well, spreaders are there, spreader mounts right there, and the boom is right here, already stripped of hardware. The hardware's sitting in the garage at the house. Then here is where a track was riveted. Just took all the rivets off. I think it was nearly 80, almost 80. So looking at sanding everything down back to bare metal, get it ready for painting. So that's going to take some time too. Little wet spot there from the air conditioner dripping off the side. But this right here is the track, part of it. This went just above the spreaders. Alright. You can kind of see how long this is. The mast is 35 feet long altogether. So you can see this track coming up right here. But then, that's not all. There's another piece right there, a little shorter. It continues down. See where, just above where the winches are, that's one of the pads. So right there. They're really in need of refinishing. Got this right here was the bracket for the gooseneck. And then down here, there's another small track that was used up to here. That was for the lower mount for the boom vang. Show right here. Some of my tools got the spreader light, more or less. Took the bulbs out already. That's sitting on the boat. I'll just sit down all together. But got these little baggies, using to keep things organized. So these were used for the winches. Got these things were used on the holes that were cut on the side of the mast for where a couple of halyards coming out. I'll show that right now. So, all right. So these ugly holes. So there's that one, and then another one right there. So that little bracket. There's two of them here. There's these were used on at that spot. One thing I find weird is, so you got a Phillips head and then you got a flat head. So one used one and one used the other. Might just switch them all out to all Phillips. I like Phillips a little more. So this is just a little cleat. That was, well, it's kind of a bright day, so it's staying in the shade. So it's in there somewhere. So the lower vang mount. So these are the bolts that were used. So this is the backer plate that is used just inside the mast. Another cleat, and then this was used on the outside. Here's one of the pins for the through the masthead. This held the furler. Just a bunch of empty bags. Some tools, got some shavings from the rivets. These just time consuming, not too hard. But getting closer. Hoping, I'm off this week from work, so I'm hoping I can do some of the sanding this week. But that used to be a label saying 4-spar. It's a little easier to see the one on the boom. It's kind of upside down in this view, but you can see right there. Looks like it says 4-spar USA. But anyway, that'll get sanded down. You won't ever see that again. Then the spreaders back here. I got these were sanded down. I sanded them down at the house, and then put some Alumiprep and Allodyne 1201 just to try to help protect the metal. But looking at doing a little bit more sanding. I think there's still a little bit of paint in the where the welds are. That needs to come out, because I'm going to have someone else do the painting of the mast. It's a time-consuming job, and I got a lot of other work to do, so I'm going to get someone else to do that. I haven't even been on the boat yet today, so I moved the ladder out of the way, and the air conditioner is still going, but the battery for the cordless drill died, so I have it here on this post charging up. But so far that's where I'm at. I'll take these. Then here's another thing here. This right here was for the Windex, mounted here on the back side. See which direction the wind is coming from. It's a little old, but it might still be good. So get some of this stuff, take it back to the toolbox. That's where I'm at. Getting ready to sand it down. So, might not get much as far as updates, like on a regular basis, but I am still working on it about weekly, Sundays usually, but like I said, I'm off this week, so I can try doing what I can. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple update, simple video, and plenty of work to do. So thanks for stopping by.